All right, so I'm gonna give you all some tips and tricks for cutting out your shapes for this project. So you're gonna start off with your 9x12 piece of paper where you have your shapes already on there. You wanna have a good variety of both geometric and organic shapes and a variety of sizes from like really big ones to medium size to small. You don't wanna do anything smaller than this because it will be a pain in the butt to cut out, just trust me. So the first thing you want to do when you're cutting out your templates is you want to rough cut them out of this large piece of paper. So I have these already in a rough cut, and you'll just take it and cut them out just so that they're a lot more manageable. This may seem like a stupid extra step, but it does make life a lot easier. So the common trouble I see with students and making sure they have nice smooth edges when they cut things out is it's been a minute since I've had to cut things out nicely. What I often do is I slowly cut, and while I'm cutting, I'm not really moving my scissors. Rather, I am moving my left hand and I'm turning it so I have a nice clean cut. So you can see how slowly I'm cutting. Like, I'm not gonna win any world records with cutting these, but they're gonna look good. And in the end, that is what matters most. Now, you don't need to have a hole in your shapes, okay? But if you want to have a hole, you can utilize the X-Acto knives in order to make that hole a little bit more easily, okay? So, have this here. I'm gonna get my X-Acto ready. Pop in the blade. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do is, one, make sure your fingers are away from the blade, okay? And you can just go little bits at a time. You're gonna wanna apply some firm pressure, but you're just gently going around, okay? I applied some pressure. You can see it's starting to open up. You do need to have a cutting mat underneath your X-Acto blade, and see how I'm keeping my fingers away from the blade as I'm going around. I'm going nice and slowly, taking my time, making sure everything looks good, everything is nice and smooth as I am cutting this out, okay? Now, I do have a lot of curves in my shapes. It's just what I was feeling like at the moment. But you can do more angular shapes if you wish. The only thing I caution you against is you don't want like a starburst design, just because it becomes a pain in the butt to trace and also cut out. So I would just like triangles, maybe like, I don't know, like hexagon kind of shapes would be as far as I would go. Now, if you're cutting like a more complicated curve like this guy, again, you're just going to take your time, kind of cut slowly. And if you need help cutting out, holler, and I will be happy to help you.